So the first stretch we're going to be doing today is called the hip crossover stretch. Alright, so you're going to make sure she's already in the supine position. I want to make sure your feet are hips width apart. So make sure they're right in line with your hips. Perfect. Okay, so you're going to bend your knees with the feet on the floor for me at a 45-degree angle. Go ahead and put your arms out at 90 degrees. Alright, palms down. Okay, so then you're going to cross your right ankle over your left knee. Okay, then you're going to easily push your right knee away from your body. Alright, perfect. And then you're going to let your right foot fall into the left side on the ground. Alright, perfect. Since you can't quite get it foot all the way down there comfortably, so you can go underneath of it. Perfect, alright, and turn your head over to the right. Make sure you're breathing. You hold this for about a minute. Alright, come back up to the starting position. Relax. The next stretch we're going to be doing is called the crocodile stretch. So you're going to put your arms out at 90 degrees. Make sure your feet are hips width apart. Straight. Perfect. Alright, you're going to cross your right foot and put your right Achilles right in between the middle of your second and third digits on your left foot. Perfect. So you're going to let your feet fall to the left. What you're going to try and do is stack this right hip on top of your left one. Make sure your feet are flexed towards you with your quads and glutes contracted. Alright, put your head over towards the right. And make sure you're breathing. Perfect, you can hold this for about a minute. Alright, come back to the starting position and relax. The next stretch we're going to be doing is called the standing windmill stretch. So you're going to make sure you have your feet, your heels, your glutes, your shoulders, and back up against the wall. And then you're going to go ahead and put your arms out at 90 degrees for me. Perfect, feet hip width apart, toes pointed straight. Awesome. Alright, make sure their palms are flat up against the wall, or their back of their hands flat up against the wall. And then you're going to slowly tick-tock towards the right, making sure you don't move your pelvis at all. Come back up to starting position and go to the other side. Perfect. Alright, go ahead and stop right there. Now go ahead and spread your feet out about another 2 feet. A little bit further for me. Perfect. Alright, make sure your toes are pointed straight. Your left foot needs to be turned in a little more. Awesome. Okay, now go ahead and tick-tock to both sides for me again. Make sure you're breathing. Alright, so we're going to go feet back out, 3 feet. Alright, awesome. Make sure you turn that right foot in a little more. Alright, left foot in just a little. Awesome, okay? Same thing, tick-tock to each side for me. Okay, now go back to feet hip width apart. Perfect, your heels still up against the wall. Turn that right foot in a little bit and left foot in a little bit. Great, go ahead and tick-tock each side one more for me. So the next stretch we're going to do are standing arm circles. So you're going to stand, feet hip width apart. Make sure your toes are pointed straight. Bring your feet in just a little closer for me. Alright, perfect. So you're going to do what we call a golfer's grip. So you're going to make sure your fingers try and touch the top of your palm pads. Alright, arms at 90 degrees for me. Shoulders pinched back like you're trying to hold a pencil. Good, make sure you're not tilting forward too much. Great. Now you're going to slowly, or at a decent pace, spin your hands forward for me in a 6-inch circle. Okay, you're going to do that 40 times. Alright, stop for me. Stay there. You're going to flip your hands, palms up. Now you're going to go reverse in 6-inch circles 40 times. And relax. Next stretch we're going to be doing is a static extension. So what you're going to do is get on your hands and knees. Put your hands or wrists directly in line with your shoulders. Good. Knees directly in line with your hips. Awesome. Feet plantar flexed. Great. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to move your hand about 6 inches up, or about another hand's length forward. Okay, bring your hands in a little bit more, make sure they're in line with the shoulders. Awesome. What you're going to do is shift your weight forward. Great, perfect. So stay right here. Let your shoulder blades collapse together. Perfect. Round this a little bit. Awesome. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. Alright, push back and relax. The next stretch that we're going to do is called the upper spinal floor twist. So what you're going to do is lay down in the supine position on your back for me. Okay. So then you're going to let your knees fall down all the way to the left side and stack your knees for me. Awesome. And you're going to get it all the way on the ground. Okay. You're going to have your knees up at a 90-degree angle. Alright, and then feet forward a little bit, so that's a 90 degrees also. Great, you can relax your feet. So what you're going to do, you're going to start with your hand closed. Okay, perfect. And what you're going to do is you're going to take that left hand that's on the ground and put it on top of your right knee to hold that right knee in place and make sure your knees stay stacked. Okay, then you're going to open the book. Try and put the back of your right palm onto the ground for me, nice and smooth. Good, make sure these knees stay stacked. And when you're breathing, make sure you try and breathe into the side here. Okay, you can return back to starting position. Make sure you're taking a deep breath. Relax. Next stretch that we're going to be doing is called the assisted hip lift. So you're going to go ahead and lay down on your back in a supine position with your feet up against the wall at a 90-degree angle. Make sure your feet are hip width apart. Make sure your feet are even. Bring your feet in a little bit closer. Alright, great. So you're going to cross your right ankle over your left knee. Alright, and since you can't do that, what I'll have her do is slowly move a little bit farther away from the wall. So go ahead and move your foot back to the wall. Back up a little bit more for me, a little bit more. Alright, perfect. And let's try and do the same thing. Right ankle over your left knee. Alright, great. Push slowly and easily push your right knee towards the wall for me. Make sure you're breathing. Alright, and return back to your feet on the wall. And relax. So the next stretch that we're going to do is called the downward dog. You're going to go ahead and get on your hands and knees for me. Making sure your wrists are directly underneath your shoulders. Your knees directly underneath your hips. Go ahead and shift your weight forward a little bit. Perfect. Okay. So now you're going to curl your toes underneath. Then you're going to shift your hips up into a pike position. Alright. And go ahead and tighten your quads for me. Let your shoulder blades relax. And go ahead and put an arch into your lower back. Make sure you're breathing the whole time. Don't try and hold your breath. Now for people that can't straighten their legs out, who are a little inflexible, go ahead and bend your knees a little bit for me for a little bit of a variation. And relax. The next stretch that we're going to be doing are called supine foot circles and point inflection. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull your right knee up into your chest and interlock your hands behind the knee. Alright, making sure that calf stays parallel with the floor. You're going to do 40 outward or counterclockwise circles. Alright, now you're going to go 40 inward circles, making sure that calf staying parallel to the ground. Alright, now you're going to go 40 point inflexes. You're doing 40 of each of these. The next stretch that we're going to do is called the air bench. So what you're going to do is you start off with your lower back up against the wall. And you're going to put your feet out a little bit from you, so where you can sit at about a 90-degree angle up against the wall. Alright, lower your hips right there. Alright, you can go ahead and relax your hands on top of your hips or down to the side, either one's fine. You're going to put your hands there, make sure you put palms up. Okay? And your upper shoulders and upper back don't need to be on the wall as much as your lower back and glutes. Perfect. Alright, great. She's sitting at about a 105-degree angle. Not quite at 90 degrees, but this is perfect for her. Make sure you're breathing.